Guys, I'm Paul Thigpen with Paul Thigpen Automotive Group. I want to personally congratulate the Student of the Week for the All On Georgia Spotlight. Congratulations. Great job.
My name is Emarien Donahue, and I am 12 years old, and I am from Valdosta, Georgia. I'm in 6th grade and I go to North Tattnall Middle School. I have my mom, my dad. I have a brother that is 2 years old and his name is Emarien Donahue. I have another brother that is 18 and his name is Desmond Howell. I have 3 sisters. The first one name is Shakoria Nichols and her name and she's 21. I have a 3rd sister which is 1 year old, and her name is Emarien Donahue, and I have a 2nd sister, and her name is Enaja Donahue. My dad's name is Marcel Donahue, and my mother's name is Portia Kennedy. The best thing about being a student here is probably meeting new people and how they keep you intact and keep you in shape and make sure that you do everything right. And if you don't do something, they surely will correct you and make sure that you get it correct. My favorite subject is probably language arts because it's fun learning how to read and write and learning new words and learning how to write your own paragraphs. For someday I might fill out an application for like a job and I may need to write a paragraph so that I could get that job that I want. Probably my favorite teacher would probably be Miss Kennedy because she is a great influence and she keeps it real with me. She tells me everything that I need to know and she doesn't treat me like I'm a little kid, and she tells me to keep up with my stuff and I should do this because I know that I'm old enough and I'm starting to get bigger and I should keep up with my stuff. I play football and track. Right now I'm playing track for the middle school and I'm trying football out for the next season. In track, I kind of got involved because my dad, he's like a really big influence on like sports and things, because when he grew up as a kid, he was a very big sportsman and he played a lot of sports like football. And in the game of track, he holds a few records, and I say that I'm going to try to beat him one day in those records, and so that's a big influence of why I do track. The reason why I play football is once I first moved to Jacksonville, Florida, the neighborhood they all played football, and like I felt left out because I couldn't play with them because I didn't know how. And so some days I would just sit there and I would just watch them and watch how they play. And so one day I decided to join them while they play, and I started getting a few touchdowns and it made me feel good. And playing backyard football was basically the beginning of my football journey. Usually I'll let it go outside and I'll play like basketball, or I'll spend time with my dad outside and like we'll do like cutting grass or doing something like that outside. So the Amazing Shake is like this competition where you go up against other students in your school that and you try to like introduce yourself the best way you could introduce yourself, and you could talk to somebody and greet them. And so at first I was a little bit nervous and I had no clue that I was gonna win, because at first I was just joking around, just trying my best. And then at the end we were in the final rounds, and I was walking in and the whole 6th grade was right there, and I had to like introduce myself to Mr. Sykes and basically go through an interview. And like, so we were doing these little acts and stuff and he was asking me questions, and then at the end we all lined up to see who would win the whole round and everything. And then Mr. Sykes announced everybody, and some people were getting in trouble because they kept saying I was gonna win. And this girl named Skylar Reynolds, she came in 2nd place with 32 points. And I came in 1st place with 35 points. And I was just thankful that God let me win that with just the only 3 points that I had. I think the reason that Amazing Shake is great is because it gives me more experience with interviews and things that I could do in real life when I grew up, so I could get the job that I want and anything that I need to support my family. At first, I was thinking that I was going to be in the military because I really don't know what my future is going to be like. And then my brother is a big influence on me too because he's in the military now. And he didn't know what to do with his life, so he just went there because my mom forced him to. And so he said it's been going great for him, so I just wanted to do that. role model is probably going to be my brother, because at first he started out a bad child and getting in trouble and things, but as he grew up his grades got better and his behavior also got better. And when he went to the military, it taught him a lot of things, and he came back home smarter and better at and thinking. If I could give some advice, I would just say try your best, keep going, and never let anybody knock you down.